Hi guys, I'm Priyanshi and I'm a CA final student. Today I'm going to talk about the step 2 of the journal entry process which I discussed in the previous video. So I'm going to tell you how you can use the step 2 process by giving you an example. Now, over here I have few business transactions mentioned. I'm going to tell you how you can identify the two accounts involved in each transaction. This is actually very simple, but for few of the things, there are some accounting rules that we need to follow. So the first thing that I would like to discuss is that in accountancy, we don't have any account called goods or stock. The accounts are called purchases, sales, purchase return or sales return. We don't have anything called a goods account or a stock account. So it will be in the nature of purchases, sales, purchase return or sales return. The other term that you need to understand is capital. When you start business with a certain amount, that will be known as the owner's capital, or in other words, capital. So this is the amount invested by the owner in the business. So for the first entry, the accounts involved would be capital and bank account. Because you're basically bringing in business, you're basically starting your business by bringing in 10,000 rupees of cash. Now the second entry is purchase machinery. I'll come to that after explaining the third entry. The third entry is purchase goods. Now like I said, there is no goods account in accountancy. So this will be purchases and bank, because you assuming that you purchase goods with cash. So I will just add with cash over here. So this is assuming that you purchase goods with cash. Now there can also be goods purchased on credit. In that case, it'll be purchases. In that case, the accounts involved will be purchases and A, assuming you're purchasing goods from somebody called Mr. A. Now coming to sold goods, the same thing will be followed. The accounts involved will be sales and bank. And if it's a credit sale, then it'll be sales and A. So here I'm just identifying the accounts. I'm not making the journal entries. So coming to paid rent, the accounts involved would be rent and bank. Now when I say bank, it could also be bank or cash. So that depends on whether the payment was made via bank or it was made with cash. So when I say bank account, it means bank or cash. Now paid salaries again will be salaries account and cash or bank account. Now coming back to purchased machinery, what happens is machinery is not part of your stock. So purchased machinery, what we'll do is we'll open a different account called machinery account, and this will not go to purchases, because purchases and sales refer only to your goods and only to your stock. So for purchase machinery, we will open a new account called machinery account and of course bank or cash. So this is just a small example of how you can utilize the step 2 of the journal entry process. So this is the process that I recommend in the beginning. Just start by taking any question from your textbook and identify the accounts that are involved. So you don't have to directly start making the journal entry. So this is just a step 2. I will be putting up another video for step 3 where you identify the nature of each of these accounts. And you can watch that as well to gain a better understanding. So spend a considerable amount on step 2 because sometimes it gets a little difficult to, identify the accounts because there are certain rules that you need to follow. So do like, share, comment and subscribe, and do watch the videos that I will be putting up in the next few days. Thank you.